Can't get much worse than the first map.
Yes.
So let's see what happens with the CZ from Boomich. It's a wild little spray, but it's not even his kills. It's just all Perfecto and Electronic. 4 frags immediately, no answer back from Big. And you know that in this moment, they're all just having these PTSD flashbacks to Dust 2.
I mean, yeah, it already feels like that. Dude, what is going on?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, man, they've gone through everything. This is one of the only teams still standing in terms of a 5-man roster since the start of the COVID online era.
Big.
There are ups, there are downs. But they've got a nice B split coming in. With that 1 kill, they've got 2 CTs isolated, but the bomb plant gets stopped. And, ooh, they pick it back up just in the nick of time. Just in time. Sweet. They get their kill. They open up on mid. Of course, there's a world where Boomich stops a second bomb plant, and that round falls short.
Yes.
But
fast boosted mid, and Bigger coming up quick, actually. They turned the corner already, and this is a situation that's working out quite nicely for them so far. Simple has to make up for the fact that Electronic got his kill. Searson with a very nice trade, sliver peek here, but they already are coming quickly up mid, and now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Other rotators outside the smoke. This means that Big know that they can plant the bomb, and now the NAVI players who are left over will join hands, and the bomb is planted on the inside of Cold here.
Xantera's tucked inside the graveyard. It's going to have to be Boomich to try and peel him off. Oh, Xantera's peeks. And he wins his duel with ease. Perfecto going to take the place of his fallen teammate. Smoke towards the side of sight to give him that wiggle room, to give him a chance to entry in on Searson instead. Trying to bait the op shot, but Searson with patience pays off. 4 rounds, 4 big.
Yeah.
You're onto something.
Yeah.
Keto's into something. The B bomb site. Boomich is able to get a kill despite having 2 kills! More frags than he has HP left over. These are teammates. Perfecto stops the bomb carrier. It's all on Xantera. Game on Inferno, 10-2 at the moment. As many kills as the rest of his team combined, but Simple, up close and personal.
There the whole time.
Okay. Now here he is with the Colt instead. Sees the gun barrel of Keto and kills him quickly.
Can't believe he just threw that.
Base. How many can he stack? Xantera's will be his second and Tizian the third. That's going to send the remaining big players back towards middle, but there's no time, so now they just hope to survive. Can they hang on to this valuable op?
Electronic Cam. He's coming down mid for him. See when they turn the card. They're going to push down here. Oh, wait, are they not?
Nope. Nope.
Ooh, just above it right for that.
That one's better.
There it is. Searson and Tabson low now.
And Electronic getting the opening frag. Simple, yet to move. But now that Searson has an up, and a frag that misses the mark. Tabson has to wait to recover vision, and look at that. Simple prepared for the peak. He's going to put out the fire and continue to fight off the side of this, you'd think. Delays for a moment. Perfecto, well, he tries to peek out around New Box. Simple here to lend a helping hand, and it's working wonderfully for now. The no-scope. And Keto, all that remains. 1v3, the deagle damage looks good, but tiny bit better. Fire all over down Banana. Boomich, he's trying to contest, but he ate that Tabson flash. And despite Keto...
Electronic and Simple, pit side, Simple looking for a shot. Electronic actually kind of playing support in this position from the back lines. Simple taking another shot, and the mini misses. Has confirmation on him. Electronic looking to support. Keto from up top, though, causes problems, and Electronic dies behind him.
All while Tabson wraps around to confirm that they have this site in entirety. Simple could have hit that shot into the mini pit player.
On this map, once played in the last 3 months at a smaller tournament versus tier 2 team. So this is a huge step up, but again, this is really strong last time, of course. You know, it's funny that scope can be a bait, actually. Simple, they can see it from the other side. But then you've got that Navi, don't come and clear out mid again, and Simple, look where he is.
Right in the proper position, but flashed.
And backed up. And now the CTs are coming into position. This gets really, really difficult here for Big, but...
Nice double peek.
Yes. And Electronic now comes in late.
This is the stick from Tizian. He does it safely and then hides back down into the pit again. They are really trying to challenge on CT, looking to shut down the rotators They know that there's guys back on coffins this entire time. Simple, one of which. Perfecto peeks, nice headshot to Tizian, and Electronic with 2 HP comes in versus Searson. NAVI back with that 6-5 lead.
That was cool, the way that Electronic played all the way back, waiting for anyone to peek into CT while playing. Looks like the shot might come in soon.
It's gonna have to be a flick.
Yeah, he's double dipping. You know, he's just he's like, I'm gonna hit this shot.
He does actually stand on the other side of this, and footsteps being heard by Electronic. Bit able to open Tizian. Xanteris takes advantage, and Boomich, well, he's gonna go ahead and tuck beyond Tabson. Ooh, supposed to hard clear, but Boomich does a good job of softening up a couple players. The site is open.
And they get out of that was an interesting play. This is, of course, Inferno, and you know, quite good on both sides. I think there were some situations on CT where I feel like you'd get to be, you know, top 9 last year.
Oh, well, that's number 9.
Okay,
that's number 9. Come on, Big.
Oof, yeah, unlucky. It didn't spot him on the jump, and Keto just totally saw him.
B site completely clear for the taking.
Yeah.
Perfecto can't challenge through spawn. Yo, Big, running it in. Listen, it takes some spine to come back from that first Dust 2 loss. This map's not over yet, but it is Big with a lead. Electronic's gonna deny Tizian his chance at canceling out these 3. Try. Like in triangle. Woo. Grenades over top. Nice damage. Tabson and Keto combining the Boomich. See if they can close with the man advantage. A site primed for the taking. I mean, it is right. Electronic. All that was left.
From B site onto Banana. I think part of the reason this fell out of their map pool a little bit was because they weren't able to find a consistent, but in general, they didn't have much actual active presence on that part of the map, and I think that's why they probably lost a few of their...
Rotated back to B. Perfecto drops a bit of utility, and Tizian gets the lurk kill into Electronic.
Let's see, all the CTs are rotating over, so this could be good, but we got to keep eyes on our A player, who is alone, but 15 seconds, and all he has to do is stop the bomb.
And it's simple, so you know he can do what he damn well pleases.
Oh my God.
There's the first one. Oh, and Tabson's up close. Gets the headshot. Kills Simple. Searson into library. Shuts down Boomich. And Navi were brought back to A only to fall. A 9th...
Fake, basically.
No flashes.
2 players here. They're just going to run out, and they get the 1 trade. They can't get the second, though. Xanteris. Again, such a strong anchor on the site. Super nice for USP. Look at this Clipperino. 4 frags for Xanteris. Boomich coming late up mid. Doesn't want to give it to him, but knows the round is over. Tabson will get the...
Bit in the apartments. There's 2 counter terrorists towards Boiler. They split up, and yet it doesn't cost them. Electronics looking to lurk into the A site. Could catch him off guard. Searson hits that.
Must have been a wicked shot. Quick switch out.
Oh.
Just kind of walked into the angle, probably thinking there was someone like a Boiler or something like that. Hit that flick. Okay, Keto will die inside B as he was waiting for a flash for himself, and then Boomich turns it into 2. It's to maintain control of construction. And the CTs, are they even going to try it? Both sides, so like, here's a lurk, let's see what happens. And as Inferno has developed, like, ironically, it's hit this inflection point where...
See the head.
Oh my.
Tabson tagged. Boomich flashed. And dead.
Don't have any smokes to counter these.
Oh, it's Vesuvius on the B site. Keto, he's going to try to move forward here, and that same gap is actually used by Tabson. Over the boxes, he predicts Perfecto, but that flash, that's the key. Searson adding a kill to the tally, but Simple's tree position in a 1 versus 4. He sees them, but back and forth is Xanteris, and forward is Big.
They just got to force their way in.
Yeah, they got to beat Keto. He sees one over the top and manages the front runner. Doesn't finish off his initial fight. Bomb planted. Guns picked back up. Tabson goes for that wallbang damage. Can't quite land it. Then he peeks into 2, so Big trades through and through. And we're left 3v3. Smoke back down on CT. That's going to delay Big, and Oh no, not even. Excuse me, just the flash. No utility after the fact. Perfecto looking for the gunfights, and Xantares gives it to him. Bit's gonna see the shadow advantage, and the pressure falls to Xantares, who tries his damnedest to run. The back and
now that's very scary for Big, knowing that now Navi have even better guns. I think if I'm Navi, I go right back to do the simplest version of Inferno, top bracket, top banana, and if I'm Big, it's uncomfortable, but I think risking it for a bit of info, it's probably going to win them more rounds than it loses at this point, but here it is.
Nice risk.
Yeah.
Tizian could have easily justified falling back, especially now that he lost Xantares on the bomb site. And look at this, Electronic posted on him. Simple going to keep those eyes wary towards mid, locked in on Keto. That'll give Tabson an... Navi onto the double digits. Big moment from Electronic with his 2 kills coming out from Apps.
They're comfortable doing so, all that's to say, I liked him peeking down mid there.
Tough to take risks on the A site with pistols, but they do find a timing to at least push outwards. Tabson then slips in from Library. And he's actually secured a second rifle, so when Keto gets over here, there will be a chance for them to both have guns. He's tapping for the head of Bit. Come on, he hits it! But for only 80 damage, almost unfair. Perfecto off of the bomb plant, slides into back sight, and he has been left with no support. Tabson blocking in on this. They've got Bit off his position. They could anticipate this move. This would be a huge round for Big to win, but they don't have the kit on defuse.
Is he gonna walk through?
4 seconds left. Down to 3, and there's the cover from Tabson. Tabson comes out from Library, adds a kill.
But he had more than enough money. Seriously stands behind the Molotov. The setup is...
He dives back on 40 HP. Tabson's still inside of Library, and Xantares, dude, he is locking this down from Little Pit, but they held him in. And now Xantares is going to have to do it all. As Searson tries to get into the mix, there's nobody left to help him. It's only Searson. 1v3, his bomb's now planted, and he has to call for...
So, it looked like he got a nice timing, but Simple straight punished him and totally changed the narrative of maybe this half. Fortunately for them, this could spell disaster. There's no heavy rotation either, no gamble here. Electronic will find the opening. There's a trade. Xantares, who's been their rock on the A site, dies, only getting 1.
See it from Tizian.
And Tizian shows its place as well. This is very dangerous. Smoke down on Moto. They'll swing on Pit. Ooh, nice shot from Tizian.
Agreed. And a second.
Oh, they don't even trade him.
Not bad for the bottom fragger.
2 on 2.
Comes in big in a crucial moment. Searson close to the bomb site. Boomich down low.
Oh, they... Throws a Molotov down, but they can't play.
Keto to the high ground, hasn't spotted either yet. Now they've been seen, and Keto could get them both. He's got Simple locked in position, but time is the issue, and Keto, he gets no scope. Now a tap out from Searson, but there's simply no time. Navi tie at 13 rounds each.
Oh my god, that's how it happens, and it's Keto to run out of ammo, jump it into the pit.
Stay scoped, man. Hit this first shot, take down the numbers. That's the start.
Yeah.
And if Keto clears close, that's the start.
Okay.
5 versus...
To win this round. So again, eyes on Searson.
Oh, blinded. He hits that. And as he repositions, I feel like this is their best chance to push through. Keto, he's going to get 1 into the head of Bit. And Electronic prioritizes plant before smokes fade. He gets tagged up low, and they have done it. A single op for...
Something like this, I feel like, to have any idea what... If we watch Searson's POV solely, he's just been in the dark most of the time. You know? He hasn't actually got XQs coming.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they're coming through. This is a lot on Keto. He gets blind in the back of the site. They put pressure on Tabson. Tabson gets 1 kill. He's still alive in CT spawn, but this is 4 on the B site. They're going to go through the boost, but this is obviously kind of a risk, but they don't cover it.
A wonderful moment for Searson.
Yes, they're going to try to get this plant down. I don't know how panicky the CTs are going to be in this spot, but they sense an opportunity.
Fast flank up Banana. Bit's going to get himself into cover. He sees the barrel. That flash is huge from Simple. It's a 2v2 and Simple misses his shot, but it's Bit's chance to shine. Xantares walks wide, and Bit goes big for Navi's 14th round win.
And maybe he will have an opportunity. This is the first time it hasn't been completely smoked when they're approaching it. Oh my god.
Nate out.
Electronic is running out to smoke this, and Searson's like, finally, some action. I've been sitting here all half.
Let's go. 5v4 for Big. Boomich not going to respect the flash. He flies straight down into the pit. More grenades in the hands, but this time it's the CT side. Tizian drops bomb and jumps. Slick movement. Gets out of danger for just the moment. 2 players behind him, and Simple finds him. So now it's back into the even game, and Simple wastes no time sprinting into the deepest corner of the bomb site with Perfecto on box. That's the cover. Keto, the killer, is taken down, and Navi with 50.
See what Searson can do. One of the best scouters as well.
Hits his shot, but bettered by the AK.
Yeah.
We've got Xanteres, who's been a huge impact for Big on this second map. Isolated inside A pit. And his teammates smoked off. He lands a great grenade to soften them, but can't actually finish any frag. A flash that helps Tizian, though. Maybe this turns the tide. Molly pushes Simple back. Check out the HP for 3 of the 4, and Keto, he hits the headshot. Do not write off Big. They've got hands on an AK. Bombs planted, and that's going to add pressure. Op in the hands of Keto. He's got 1 flash to try and prime the pop. A smoke perhaps to help, but no sir. It's Bit with a crucial kill, and Perfecto looks to hold the angle. Tabson, he hits him through the boxes. We've got Boomich up in Graveyard, and that is where they end this. Navi, it took 30.